Let's discuss in this today's session why India has become a hotspot for foreign investments. Foreign direct investment is an important source of non-debt finance and hence a factor in the economic development of a country. India has been a preferred destination for investors for long run. The recent upsurge in fund flows into the country is quite remarkable and encouraging. According to the World Investment Report 2020, the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, that is UNCTAD, India jumped from 12th spot in 2018 to the ninth spot in 2019 on the list of global top 20 destinations for FDI. In other words, India was among the top 10 recipients. FDI inflows into country has increased. Similarly, the promotions and the Department of Promotion for Industry and Industrial Trade, Government of India, FDI into India, total to 30 billion US dollar. So let's get to understand what are the reasons why India has suddenly become a hotspot for foreign investment. There are several good reasons for investing in India. So let's get to know the basics of fundamentals relating to FDI. FDI occurs when a firm invests directly in facilities to produce or market a foreign product, meaning it is an investment involving a long term relationship and reflecting a lasting interest and control by a resident entity in one economy. It could be in an enterprise, resident in an economy, or just an investor. Let's get to know the interesting facts. As mentioned, April 20, the generated total FDI influence was 4.53 billion US dollars, and by April 2021, it has touched 6.24 billion US dollars. So, what are the reasons? Let's discuss them. The first reason could be large and expanding size of the market. India is the fifth largest economy in the world after US, China, Japan, and Germany, with an estimated population of 130 crores, that is 1.3 billion. It is the second most populous country in the world after China. According to a study published in Lancet Journal, that is in the July 2020, India's population would be peak at 160 crores, 1.6 billion by 2048. The country will have the largest working age population of 57.8 crores, that is 578 million by 2000. So India has an estimated middle class of 40 crore people, that is 400 million people, who are the mainstay of consumption expenditure. In view of the focus of present government on rural areas and farmers, rural India is also a promising and an emerging market for all types of consumer goods and even branded ones. India is strategically located with easy access to markets such as Bangladesh, Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and many more. Foreign investors' confidence lies in the large and expanding consumer market in India and the future of the digital economy. The next reason could be India as an alternative to China. Post COVID, the world is hostile towards China, the epicenter of coronavirus. Moreover, rising US China tensions in the South China Sea are scaring away global corporate giants, especially those based in the US, from a potentially troubled and the pandemic has led several companies to decouple their supply chains from China. To mitigate risk arising out of natural and geopolitical disturbances, companies have withdrawn from China and relocated themselves in countries like Taiwan, Thailand, Vietnam, and for India. For example, the German shoemaker Von Welks recently shifted its manufacturing unit from China to Agra in Uttar Pradesh. The German brand has collaborated with an Indian company, Latric Industries Group, to shift its manufacturing units to Agra Exports Promotion Industrial Park. The next reason is ease of doing business. In recent years, India has climbed the ranks on the many world indices of economic efficiency and performance. According to the recent report, World Bank India has consistently and significantly improved its ranking in the recent years, from 142nd position in 2015, and we have jumped to 79 the best spots in 2020. The present central government is doing business with a clarity, a clearer area of focus. State governments are also taking business facilitation measures to attract investment and enterprise to their respective states. Recently, India is being viewed by global investors as the economic power of the future. The next reason is digital revolution. The government of India has taken policy decision to encourage electronic transactions and has this regard announced a number of incentives. Technology, competition and benchmarking to the best international practices are the driving force of India's developmental efforts. Digital technology is expanding various sectors of the Indian economy, including money, banking, finance, taxation, e-commerce, agricultural development, and governance. Well-managed public finance, fiscal responsibility and budget management ensures the conduct of transparent, prudent and accountable fiscal policy on the part of government according to the Act 2003. It imposes limits on fiscal deficit and government debt. Goods and Service Tax (GST) was launched on July 1st, 2017. It's an all-India unified, uniform, harmonized and technology-based indirect tax system. Implementation of GST is a large and complex federal system of India was perhaps in modern global tax history. Income tax levied by the central government is the main source of direct tax revenue. Strong and diversified industrial infrastructure and logistic base. This could be one of the most reasons. India has established a very strong and diversified manufacturing base for production of a wide variety of basic and capital goods to meet the requirements of various sectors including heavy electricals, power generation and transmission, process equipment, automobile, shipping, mining, chemical and so on. Recognizing the importance of logistics and transportation and exports, the government has included in its harmonized master list of infrastructure subsectors. So this is also one of the reasons for attracting foreign direct investments. Next, innovations and startup hub. India, which was ranked at 81st place in 2015 Global Innovation Index, published by the World Intellectual Property Organization, jumped to the 66th spot in 2016, and now in 2019 and 20 we are at the 48th position in the world. India has jumped 33 notches in 5 years and made it on the top 50 among 131 countries ranked on the GII. Similarly, India for the first time made its place on the list of 60 countries for which data was published, and the report says India is the best place for startups hub. The next reason could be exchange rate policy and foreign exchange reserves. The distinct improvement in the external sector of India has enabled a progressive liberalization of the exchange and payment regime. The exchange rate is market determined. It is managed with flexibility and fixed. In September 2020, India was at the 5th position after China, Japan, Switzerland, and Russia in the list of currencies by foreign exchange reserves. India's robust and growing foreign exchange reserves and timely payment for repatriation of profits and portfolio outflows. These reserves indicate an important cover of benchmark of according to International Monetary Fund. Political stability and cordial relations with countries of the world. On June 18, 2020, India was elected non-permanent member of the UN Secretary Council. For the 8th time for a two-row term, India won 184 of the 192 votes in the elections for 5 non-permanent seats. India will host G20, the world's most influential multilateral economic forum. Hence, India has arrived to join the league of major world economic powers, and clearly India has got a long way to go. Hope this session would have helped you to know the reasons why India stands best to attract foreign direct investments. Thank you all.